winner, Wally Dog, the ham bone Hammond. Ow, ow, ow!
Can you tell it's hot and it's Sunday?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Oh no, we're going uncut now.
Uncut.
We're not changing nothing. Uncut.
No. All right,
Yep.
fair enough.
So, it's Sunday.
Sweaty Sunday.
Sweaty Sunday. We raced last night. We got home at 2.
So we started at 8.
2 a.m. We started at 8. And if you look over there, there's one car in the trailer.
The winning car in the trailer.
The winning car is still in the trailer.
And the winning car's staying in the trailer most of the week. Why might you ask that? Well, if you turn around, we have a third frame.
Boing, boing.
There it is. There it sits.
So we bought Dad a new 2022 Bicknell updated frame because we think his frame is just flexed out after some of the stuff that he's been through with getting upside down, some stuff. It just doesn't act right anymore. As you can tell, last week we finished 4th.
Yeah.
This week we didn't change anything, and the car was god awful. So we decided that enough was enough and purchased this, as if we didn't work enough last week.
We actually had the car
We had it last week.
It's been sitting in the wings. We were going to switch it over, and we were going to switch this car out no matter what. This one's a 2019, so we were gonna change it out this year, and just decided to go ahead and do it early because it just didn't seem like we weren't getting the results that we wanted. Not sure. Either way. So yeah, this is a brand new one. Thanks to Chris Reckner with Elmo's Speed and Supply for hooking us up with it in short time, quick.
Literally delivered it to the track.
Yeah, delivered to the track, powder coated.
What speed shop does that for you usually?
Yeah, nobody really. But Chris has been awesome getting parts and pieces. So if you're over that way and you need used parts or new parts or service or anything, check them out. But yeah, Chris got it turned around for us quick and delivered it right to the racetrack for us last week. So this week we're going to disassemble this car, the existing 88, and this will become the new 88 here. So lots of work, but most of the stuff, Bicknell does a good job at making it so fit in pieces and they just switch over. So we're going to start tearing into that. That's our project for this week, and hopefully we'll get that done fairly quickly, and then we'll get Walt's car into the shop, or at least get this one stripped, get it out of the shop, get that one into the shop so we can go through it and just maintenance it. Obviously, him picking up his second win last night, which was really good. It kind of solidified the fact that he's kind of starting to figure it out, and so good as a team thing to get a couple of wins at a really tough place to race. The competition level there, we have a lot of respect for all the the competitors there. Guys are they're good. They know what they're doing. Their equipment is good. The teams are good. So it makes it tough.
30 cars last night.
Yeah, 30 car field last night. Some of the best crate racers you will find anywhere, and I'll argue that with anybody. Really good guys over there, and a good crop of rookies in the rookie divisions, and then in the limited division, there's some guys that are really good. So it's a constant. There's always somebody going to be coming after you, but it's a nice feeding program that they've got set up, and some other tracks got it the same way. But I think it's a kind of the future of our sport where you really can work your way through.
Yeah, they've done a nice job over there where, if you're a rookie, never raced a modified before, you could run the rookie division. And they got the limiteds, which is guys that have maybe had some experience but aren't ready to be in the Sportsman division.
Want to be up there.
And then you got the Sportsman division, which is the top tier, which is what we run, which is kind of the top dog around in Vermont. There's no big blocks. Mike puts on some shows throughout the year, which are great shows, but this isn't big block or small block country. That's all New York. So the Sportsman stuff is kind of the premier division. So it's good to have those support divisions to work up through for the guys.
Yeah.
And as you build a program, as you can see with us with the video, it makes it easier and easier for those guys to get to the Sportsman division.
Yeah.
So that all works out, and it's helping. what was there? There was 30 of us. It was like 75 modifieds, all Sportsmen last night.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, walking through the pits, it looks like they're just 75 Sportsman cars. They technically are all 75 Sportsman cars, but just at different skill levels and, you know, experience levels. So that all works out real good. But yeah, we're gonna get to work on this. Definitely got a huge amount of work ahead of us, more than we had last week.
Yeah.
And we had a lot last week, but the good thing is we have all the parts here.
Yeah, we don't have to travel this week. Last week,
I had to go to New York. We lost 2 days going to New York and back.
Yeah.
So
and again, DKM, who services the build, obviously DKM race chassis. For you guys wondering, DKM builds chassis, but they also service other chassis, and they do it very, very well. So we actually do a lot of business with DKM, even though we're in Bicknell race cars. Just because Bicknell is 7 hours from here,
over by Ohio.
or in Canada. There's 2 places, you know, and so those guys putting a clip on Walt's car last week did a great job, obviously, because he come right off the trailer. He was fast and won everything he was in last night. So their work is good. If anybody, you need service work, call those guys. They can hook you up from setup stuff to everything. So we as you can see, we kind of work with a lot of different people, network with a lot of different chassis builders, shock builder, all that stuff. That's what it takes to be successful. You got to have relationships with these guys and be respectful to them, and they'll help you. But yeah, check those guys out too. So we better get to work.
Yeah, it's not getting any cooler.
So follow along. We'll give you some insight all week long. We haven't done any video like this in a little bit, so it'll be kind of fun to.
This will be kind of an all-week deal.
So a little bonus video.
Yeah,
because we get a lot of bonus work.
Yeah.
Well, and I just got back from the store, and Big Walt's car is already coming apart.
Walt's taking care of the beverages.
Walt's taking care of the drinks, and Big Walt is stripping down his car. So in a couple of days, this car will be bare, and that one will be dressed right up.
Making progress. Get the body stripped off, which is easy. Now we're getting down to the
nuts and bolts.
The nuts and bolts, a little bit. So, but not too bad. All shocks are gone, springs gone. Most of the focus is right here in these tires. This is where we get into the. But we'll be able to take more pieces and chunks of it as far as that goes. It's not like when we're putting a brand new one together, fine-tooth comb and everything. We'll check everything coming off, but everything's kind of set and ready to go. So not too bad. So far, so good.
Break it down, Big Walt.
We've lost it. We've lost all control.
That's how you know you've been in here too long.
We're gaining. Motor's
So
ready to come out.
Still only day one of tearing this bad boy apart. And it's just about bare. So,
Yeah, we're digging. Come apart pretty easy. You know, because you don't have to be calculated. Putting them back together, you got to kind of slow down and make sure everything's all set up correctly. Even going from one car to another, same frames, everything. Might be couple little variances, you know. So you just gotta, we pull the rear end. There's certain things you put the rear end the right way, front axle. Make sure everything's done correctly, especially all the seats and all that. We make sure, slow down, get it all together the right way. There's no need in shortcutting anything. If you shortcut, it costs you. So the black flies are heavy too.
yeah.
So this is the easy part. The going back together part will take a little bit of time. So 'cause we want to do it right. Because in theory, we wouldn't pull this car apart this winter because it'll only have 12, 13 races on. We'll go through some stuff like rear end and stuff like that, but probably won't pull it completely apart like you saw mine was this past winter. And I don't know. We'll see. Where I pulled mine apart this past winter, who knows what we do? Might buy another one. Maybe we're going to be rich. Others got to start making the big bucks. So yeah, we're coming along pretty good. So it'll be quite the process, but it'll be pretty good to turn around with 2 guys in 1 week. So see how it goes.
All right, it is 8:15
Sunday night.
Sunday night, and the car is just about bare.
Just about there. Motor's on the ground. Fuel cell we didn't mess with because the damage last night bent the stuff, the jack tab and everything up underneath. So we could do a little bit of cutting to get the fuel cell out. The straps. The brake lines are actually unhooked. The gas line's laying in there. That's actually unhooked. The fuel line. In the rear end, we're not crazy hurry about because we're going to switch rear ends. That's actually, I've been running the spare rear end that we have. So we're going to put the primary rear end back into this now that we get everything apart. So yeah, we're pretty well there. So I would think by tomorrow night we'll actually be assembling this car already. And obviously that'll go a little slower because we'll go through and check stuff out. We're already talking about we're just gonna get a new radiator and supports, and probably change some universal joints because we got the drive shaft out, and just check prime joints, all that stuff. Bolts, probably all brand new bolts.
Yep.
Stuff like that, just to make sure.
Yeah. A lot of the bolts we'll take and throw them right in the garbage, just because they could have been stressed, bent, something like that. New bolts, new lock nuts. We'll go to Tractor Supply and grade the bolt bins. We usually go there and drop anywhere from $100 to $200, buy the bolts by the pound. That's the best bang for our buck with that stuff. So
Now, what grade bolts do you guys usually buy?
it depends.
It depends. We don't necessarily always use hardened bolts.
We either grade 5 or grade 8 usually.
Yeah.
The grade 5s we'll use on the front axle simply because they will bend before they break.
Right.
So
Less
you can
damage.
bend a bolt and you can still race. You know, if you break a bolt, you're done. So we kind of use things like that, but the majority of the stuff actually is a grade 5 bolt.
I would say mostly grade 5 for the most part. Our seatbelt stuff,
That's all grade 8.
Yeah,
All the
stuff-
safety stuff is grade 8.
stuff like that, but for the most part, you can buy a whole kit too to put a car together from Bicknell. We'll sell you a whole kit if you want a whole kit.
It's like $100 for a complete bolt kit. It comes with every bolt known to man, and you have extras.
Yeah. But we have a lot of stuff in-house, and we always carry extra bolts. With 2 cars, you never know. So we're always checking bolts and front ends and stuff. So, but anyway,
There's the midget racer right there.
that's right.
Yeah.
Dylan, how'd it go last night? Let's get a recap from your night.
Well, we're knocking the rust off slowly, but you know, we're hauling the mail in last, but that's okay. We got a lot to learn, so.
Finish last.
Yeah.
But no, we're having fun, so that's all that matters. So. It's good to be back. Good to be back.
What, your only second race in the last, gosh, like 3 years or so?
Yeah, like 2, the end of 2019
Yeah.
at the World Series at Thompson. So I don't know. We'll see. But it's a good time.
It's only the start of your season, so
Oh yeah, yeah.
you'll
We'll get a
back into
GoPro
it.
on his camera. That's a winged pavement car. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Kayla threw one on yesterday.
Did she? We'll have to
Yeah.
throw some footage in some point.
Yeah, I mean, it's not very good, but
You'll be fine. Oh my god. Stop sounding like me.
Stop sandbagging.
All right, guys, so we will check back in tomorrow. We hope everyone has a good start to their week.
Have a good Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday. We are on night 2 of the rebuild. What are you up to now?
Well, just putting the floor in.
Nice.
Nothing spectacular.
You're putting the floor in. Big Walt is doing something with the rear end. You're draining it.
Yep.
Playing with the rear end again.
Playing on the rear end, yeah. This rear end's getting drained because it's going back in the trailer on the rack as the spare. This is actually the spare rear end for the cars, but we've been so busy, we hurt the tube, axle tube on the primary rear end, and so we've been running this one in this car. But now that we have it all apart, we're going to change the axle tube on the other rear end, and this one will go back in the trailer on the storage rack as a spare. So worked out good. So I just figured I'd pull the plug and drain it completely dry and let it empty right out while we're working on some other things, and then we'll get it out of here, and we'll get the other rear end axle, the tube put on and put in. But so far so good.
You already put the engine back in.
Motor training.
Nice.
We're able to expedite that process, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We had never pulled it. We pulled everything together. So we pulled the motor plate, bell housing, and transmission all in one. So it was only to pull these 8 bolts because we knew the motor plate stuff was straight. So we pulled it all out, and actually we're able to get the motor tipped and up out of that car and cleaned it up and slid it right down in this one. Pretty slick. So if you guys are ever changing a car out or something, or one of your racers is doing that, it is possible. It's tight, but it is possible. So that saved us a lot of work from you know, all the bolts putting this in. I mean, we still had to take the side mounts and take those off and put new ones on. But do that and slide all this stuff together. I gotta bolt the steering box back together. We pulled that apart because we had to move some stuff around. So yeah, we're coming along pretty good. Pretty impressive to see that one's pretty well.
Yeah.
There. Pull the rear end, the torque arms, the fuel cell, the ledge, and that's it. There's no brake lines left, nothing. That nose is junk anyways, so
Yep.
build that a new one and put a new set of rails on this one. So we're gaining. Pretty good for Monday.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, we're on night 3.
Night 3, we haven't picked up the camera yet, and it's 10 o'clock.
That's why I came out. I was trying to finish up my college homework, but yeah. So radiator's in.
Yeah, we bought a new radiator. Dad's car didn't have the mounts, these mounts. So we bought a new one, and Barrett's has actually come out with a narrower one.
Oh.
It's a little bit lighter.
Nice.
So it's funny, a lot of people don't realize that. This radiator, probably between the radiator, the brackets, the shroud, and the fan, it's almost $1,000 right there.
Whew.
Yeah, keep the car cool is not cheap.
That's important.
Run the car warm, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So we make sure to keep everything nice and cool. It was time to upgrade the new radiator. We put this screen stuff this winter. I'll build Dad a new thing like I built. I built the one, I think it's in the video, one of the early videos. Like a shaker screen. You can buy them, but they're real expensive. So we'll build one this winter with some mesh and go from there. But we're digging, slow but sure. We haven't really made there's not a whole lot of progress to see tonight. But putting the radiator in, this took me a couple hours to get everything lined up, make sure you get the fans lined up, and it's all good. So really, we could put water in it if we wanted to. Waiting on a couple parts. We had some stuff that didn't fit. Had to get some new fuel lines. So that stuff will be here tomorrow. Hopefully by tomorrow, we'll have the rear end changed out. We got a new tube to replace the tube. I'll show you the tube that Dad had in. Actually, we changed the rear end, around 100 lapper? Yeah, it's like early June. So we had a rear wheel bearing go bad in it.
Okay. Let's try
ready
this
now?
again. Yep, we're at 100% on this battery.
Nice.
So as Walt was saying, before the battery died.
So yeah, the bearing went bad, the rear wheel bearing, and it started to eat at the hub. Luckily, we only ran a couple more laps and it was done, so it junked that. So that's what we put the spare rear end in, which Dad's working on taking out, and that'll go back on the rack in the trailer. We'll carry it around with us. But
Just in case.
Change the tube. So get these right from Winners. You actually have to heat them up. So you heat the bell, take all the bolts out, pull the tube out. We'll actually show it. It's kind of cool how you do it with a hose, and you put heat to it and then kind of shock the tube and pull it right out. So we'll show that tomorrow, and we're gonna do that. Then we'll have a rear end in the car, set all the hubs and stuff up. We should be pretty darn close to having it ready to fire tomorrow. So we'll see. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yep.
So hopefully, all things considered, we'll have it pretty well buttoned up and ready for setup stuff, because the setup will take a little bit with it being a brand new car. Hopefully to set it up, Thursday, Friday.
It'll probably take less time though. You guys are having quite a few problems trying to even set up this car before.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, we've struggled getting Big Walt's car set up. So hopefully this one will go pretty smooth. And we'll go from there. And then we still got mine.
In the trailer.
Old Lucille, I guess, if you want to call her. My car's out in the trailer. But we took and made extra measures. It's just not sitting there. We made sure we jacked it up so it's, all the pressure's off the axles and all that stuff. So just because it's sitting in the trailer doesn't mean it's just sitting there.
No, we can't deprive it.
No. So we'll bring that one in when this car is out, which will probably be tomorrow. We'll roll mine in, put it on jack stands. It needs to be washed because we had a little bit of a leak, which is my own fault. I overfilled the brake master. So we're busy.
Now, a couple people had asked if you scale the cars. So,
Absolutely.
yep.
Yeah, we have a spring smasher, which a lot of guys probably don't know about. So you can take one of our shocks or springs, you know, one of these here, and you know, we mount these on the car and go that way. Or you can take and change stuff around, you know, on the scales. You can set your ride heights, but we actually have a spring smasher. Tony Ricky builds them, and there's a lot of guys that build them, and we use those too. So once we really get the car where we want it, we can smash the springs. Like when we were in Florida the whole time, we never scaled the cars when we were down there. We know the measurements where the car needs to be side to side to have this certain percentage and stuff like that. And usually, I didn't believe in it for a long time when we bought them. I was a slow learner, but I would smash my springs, which pretty much all you're doing is setting the load number. So you find like the center eyelet to eyelet, and then you find the load of that spring at that certain time when the car's at ride height. So you have to scale the car first to do it. So we do that, you know, most of the time. But where we've been struggling with setup stuff, we've had the car on the scales, both of them every week. You still have to scale your race car even though you have it. It's just a tool. So just happened to be a $3,500 tool. So.
And both of those things are paying off because you're having pretty good finishes. In between.
Yeah, we're still busting butt, you know.
That's a good one.
Just because you win races or start running good, it doesn't mean you can relax.
No.
Because while you're relaxing, if you're sitting back in the chair with your car in the trailer, somebody's going to get faster than you. So we're
Dad.
Yeah.
Dad's gonna get faster than you, right, Big Walt?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. So no, you gotta keep working at it. You gotta keep searching. Even though I won last week and I was pretty satisfied with how the car handled, but it wasn't as slippery as it has been. I don't know how it would have been in the super black. That's where we really struggled. So hopefully, you know, with that setup stuff, this week it'll be a little bit shorter. We'll have to do some maintenance quicker on mine. But we had to do that last week with Dad's. So hopefully this just doesn't come routine. So we'll get some stuff figured out. We'll get Dad's car set up. It should set up really good. And then we'll be back to square one. Hopefully Thursday, Friday, like I said, we can set the cars up and get them ready to go and be ready to go Saturday. I'd like to have an easy Saturday. You know, load the cars, sit in the chair, relax before we head to the racetrack. For years we busted butt until 2 o'clock and then fired the car on the trailer, and it makes it kind of stressful.
Yeah,
so we try to keep it low stress on Saturdays, you know, because you got to be real focused in. So we'll see. We got a lot of work in front of us still, at work and in the race shop.
And that's a conclusion on night 3.
Night 3. Can we do it in 4 days, 5 days?
We'll find out.
Let me reiterate that. We're going to do it in 4 or 5 days.
We don't have a choice.
No choice in the matter.
Happy with how things are progressing, Big Walt?
Yeah, I am.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. Not too many snags or anything, so everything's pretty good.
Good.
I mean, it always takes time.
We just need a bigger shop.
Yeah.
We need a 3 or 4 bay shop so we can do, you know, have enough room.
Someday we'll build a big shop.
When we build our house, we'll have a big shop.
We will. That's right.
I want to build one that I can put the big truck and trailer right in.
Perfect.
Hopefully you start making the big bucks soon.
You keep saying that. I'm going to be a special educator. I don't know if I make the big bucks, but yeah.
You will.
Okay. Good. All right. We hope everybody has a good rest of the week. It's only Tuesday, so
It's only Tuesday.
plenty of time left in the week to get everything all squared away. All right, we are at day 4.
Yep.
It is 11:05 p.m.
Yep.
Walt just opened up the new lug nuts. Feeling pretty fancy about that.
Yep.
As you can tell, he's a little short because they battled with this one, right? Was it this one?
That rear end, yep.
Yeah, they battled with the rear end for quite some time.
Yeah.
So
We got the tube hung up in the bell. We had to change the tube, and one of them nights.
So needless to say, they did not video that.
Yeah.
Because it was not going that smooth.
Yeah, they're still working on it now.
Oh, we're still working on that. Wow.
Yeah, they're working on getting it drilled. So
Yep,
we had
Alan's
those
here.
nights.
to help out a
Yeah,
little
the
bit
wild
too.
boar. Usually start out with a tap. So we'll see.
All right. So not much to report tonight,
I made a wrench that I can get in.
but not every night is roses and champagne, right?
Yeah.
Most nights aren't roses and champagne. So we were hoping to have more done tonight, but you gotta fight with stuff sometimes.
You might have to talk to your boss and take Friday off, huh?
We'll see. We're pretty busy at work too. So. Gonna make money to spend it.
Very true. Costs a lot of money to build a new car.
Yep. So we'll see. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Day 5, putting together Big Walt's new car. I just got home from work. It's 10 o'clock. Lo and behold, but the guys are in the race shop.
What a surprise.
What a surprise. Yes.
I never thought you'd have found me out here.
No, never would have imagined. So, the car's starting to come together. The dash is in tonight. Big Walt is tightening in the rear end, it looks like.
Drive shaft, finishing up
Drive
the drive
shaft.
shaft.
Ah, the drive shaft. That's important. So, car's coming together. Have one more night and half a day. Are you gonna get it done?
A lot to do. I still got my car still sitting in the trailer,
Yep.
so we gotta still gotta take that one out and maintenance it. So we'll get it done.
That's right.
We'll keep digging.
Some late nights. That's what?
You only live once.
Right. Might as well stay up late and work on race cars. It's good philosophy.
The boss is pretty good about it. So.
That's good. I'm glad he's understanding.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. Can't complain too bad about that.
How's your boss been about it, Big Walt?
I haven't seen him in a while. So.
You haven't? Oh,
What he don't know won't hurt him, right?
that's right. Yeah, true. Very true. All right. We'll leave it at that for tonight.
Yeah, the last couple days have been kind of short because we're scrambling.
Maybe tomorrow night I'll come out and take a little more video. That way there's a little bit more footage, but we've all been busy, so.
Yeah, this is everybody's
Real
been,
life.
Been really busy. Yeah, this is real life. You don't get to work on a race cars all day.
Maybe tomorrow. All right, well. And set up the GoPro tomorrow, maybe do a time lapse.
Yeah.
The people would like that.
Yeah, we got the rear end in. That's putting torque arms in. I got the seat in. I got it all wired. Got the radiator full of water. Got the fuel cell stuff, fire suppression stuff run. Made sure the wiring stuff all worked. Gas pedal adjusted. That took me an hour or so. So it's all these little things, you know. And you got to move the gas pedal an inch and a half. It doesn't seem like much, but you got to do it so it doesn't hit the fuel line. It takes time to do it right. So we knew coming into this it was going to be a lot of work because we're going to do it right. We're not going to just heave it together and go, oh well, it is what it is. You know,
Yeah, no, it needs to be done right the first time.
We want it done right so we don't have trouble at the track. So we're about where I figured we would be.
Yeah, good.
You know, so it doesn't look like much right now, but once the drivetrain and stuff is in, we're more towards setup stuff, put the body on, bleed the brakes. We know the engine runs, all that stuff. So, you know, and we really didn't take the engine apart. We pulled everything and slid it back in. So we'll have it running and probably on scales by tomorrow.
Perfect.
So, and then we'll get mine out and probably service that Saturday morning. So
Sounds like a good plan. Now, I didn't realize that the fire bottle is right back here. So,
yeah.
This is what saves the guys if the car ever catches on fire.
Yeah, there's little things that go off.
Turn on
The
and
fire. We just mounted one inside the cage.
Very cool.
So we had been running them in a different location, but I felt like this location was better. So we mounted it there. So if that has a temperature sensor in it and it breaks like a sprinkler and puts off a gas that takes fire out. So hopefully we never need it.
Right?
You know, but it's there. Back in the day, nobody ever ran them.
Nope.
Even my first modified didn't have one in it. There was no fire extinguisher, nothing. So it's always good to have the safety stuff, you know. So we got that all mounted up. And that's all in, all set. Get this all in and all set. We're kind of getting buttoning up the back of the body, you know, getting the panels and stuff on. And then we'll be on to some more stuff.
Nice.
There's still plenty to do.
Yes, there is. All right. Well, hope everyone has a good night, and we will be back tomorrow. We are on day 5 working on the new car. Big Walt is spray painting some rubber rails. So he's going right to town. Gonna have that done in no time. I'm washing the beat up body panels. That way the car looks, you know, somewhat decent. You won't be able to tell it's a new car because the body panels are all used up on it, but that's okay. Go a little bit incognito. So Jenny's out here helping too. Little Walt's in the race shop putting things together. It's gonna be a busy night, but everything will be done soon. Out with the old. All right. One car out.
One out. Now we're gonna put one in. I didn't. I didn't want to take the time to play with it. I figured at this point that.
All right, there we have it, folks. Big Walt's new car is on the scale boxes. Well, the scale boxes are about to come over.
No, scale boxes are down. I'm gonna put scales down.
Oh, the scales, yeah.
Now we get to set it all up. We're in the final stages. At last.
At last. Jeez, take it easy on your car. It's just one.
Yeah. This one we just unloaded. I'll go through it tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning they'll go through that one. They'll.
There's not a whole lot of changes to be made. Just general maintenance stuff. Nothing bolt check. Clean up some stuff. A little bit of an oil leak. So nothing too crazy. But yeah, we I'm not gonna say we did it yet.
Nope. You set it up.
Still got some setup stuff to do, but we are pretty darn close. We did it, what? Started stripping on Sunday.
6 days.
6 days from...
Well, 5 right now, right?
Yeah, today's Friday.
I don't... Yeah.
It'll be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, 6.
6 days. 6 days. So it is possible. 2 guys...
Working full-time jobs.
Full-time jobs.
They did not take today off. I was shocked.
No.
They worked a full day.
Worked till 2:30.
Pretty full day.
We were back in the shop at 3. So we took a couple hours, you know, but no, we didn't take the whole day off. We have absolutely busted tail all week though. We've even had some people stop, say hi, the regulars, they stop and visit, and we've kind of been a little antisocial this week. But that's alright, sometimes you gotta get it done, and
They get it.
they're racers, they understand, you know.
People that get it, right?
Yeah. So, we're on to scaling. And we'll get it all set up. Probably have to move some lead around. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
We'll be ready to roll for another Saturday night race.
Perfect.
So, we've even upgraded to my
Gym shorts.
It's only because I ripped my other ones.
Yeah. Big Walt is on his last tail of his shorts, too.
Yeah. He's been panhandling during the week.
Yeah, this is probably the last round for this pair right here.
He's
I'd
starting to look
say
like the
so.
dude from Swamp People, Shelby.
Yeah.
All he's gonna do is start talking funny and carry around a pistol that's this long, and he's got it missold.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think, Big Walt? Ooh.
I don't know. Haven't had any time to think.
No.
Pretty good though. So we'll see.
It's the first time you can say in your career you put a car together in 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time we've done something like this. We've done clips and stuff before, but first time we were something like this. But
Well, the difference was we had to pull everything off a car and put it on another car. It's not like we just had a box of parts to put together. That would have been quicker.
Right.
But we ain't loaded.
Nope.
So,
Nope. All right. Well, we'll let you guys scale. We don't really show much of that procedure
No, it's
on our
kinda boring.
videos. So,
Can't show the secret setup stuff.
no.
So,
We'll call it a night and a video here.
we'll be back at it tomorrow.
Yep.
So we'll probably still be here till 11.
Yep.
We still got tires to grind, stuff like that. So we aren't out of the hole yet. So, but we'll be fine. We're in the home stretch. So as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, buy a t-shirt if you haven't yet. I think we're out of hats.
Yep.
But yeah, check that stuff out. Check it on the Hustle on the Highside website that Heather's put together. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we have a couple good runs.
I hope so.